Hello everybody, and how are you today? This is Sue McCurdy from Susie Q Designs, coming to you live from my scrapbook room. How is everybody doing today? It's a little bit cold and rainy here, and I've been downstairs in the scrapbook room making some calendar easels. So I'll just show you the project that we're doing today for Fun Fold Friday. Hi Gay, how are you today? Thanks for watching. So this is what the calendar easel looks like. This is the first one that I made. And this is what it looks like from the side. And the back, you can decorate it if you want. And that's what that one looks like. I'll show you the second one that I made, and then we're gonna make a third one today. And it'll look a little bit different. So what I did is I just used some old cardstock from last year and some designer series paper from last year. So all of this is stuff that you can use up from your stash, okay? So you don't need to buy anything new for this. Even the punch I'm using is a retired punch. So it made it a little bit faster to use the punch instead of die cutting. The first one, like this punch, these are punched out, and the first, so that made it a lot faster. The first one I used, I actually colored those and die cut them, so it took me a lot longer. But using punches is really a quick way to go. So I'll show you. I'm just going to turn the camera down, and then we'll get started on the project. And I still have a cold. Thanks for asking, Gay. Man, I've had this cold for like a couple of weeks. It's just hanging on. It's terrible. Hi, Mary. How are you today? Thanks for joining us. And Mary gave me the idea to do these because she had done some for a craft show. So thanks for sharing your ideas with me, Mary. Such a good friend. And Mary did a craft show and sold some of these. I'm also doing a craft show tomorrow, and it's at the Ashwood Manor in Lambeth on David Street, and it's at 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock p.m. So if anybody's available, please come out and see me there. I'll be selling these, and I've got like 20 to make, so I've got a whole bunch of paper cut up, and I'm going to do a bunch today. So I've got 2 done. 18 more to go. All right, here we go. I'm going to flip the camera around and we'll get started. All right. So let's get that ready to go. Here are the materials you're going to need. I'm just going to refresh my feed on my computer so I can see. If anybody makes any comments or anything, I'll be able to see it when I look up and see how it looks in the frame. Okay, so the punch I used for this project is this punch because it's so quick to just punch out a bunch of sprigs for projects. So that's a retired punch, and that's what I used for this. So I just matched it to the designer series paper. You could use any stamp set or punch to decorate it with. That's just the one that I use. And to get the calendars, you need to go to tailoredexpressions.com. It is a company in the States, so you'll need to pay some shipping from the States to get them, but they're pretty small and they fit right on the calendars really well. So they're only like 3 inches by 2 1/4. Okay, but they're so cute. Once you tear these off, you have one for every day or every month of the year. Okay, so that's what the easels look like that I've made so far. Okay, all right, so let's get started. So you will need some sprigs, and you will need some cardstock and some designer series paper. I use tear and tape as well, and Tombow glue, and a bone folder, and I always use a pokey tool and tweezers. that's just the way I like to do things. Okay, so for the cardstock, the first thing you're going to do is cut out a piece that's 4 1/4 by 4, and then you're going to score it at 1/2, 2 inches, and 3 1/2. So I'll just show you how I did that. So with my scoring board, I just used my cutter, and so I just put it at 1/2 inch and scored it. So I just got my cutting blade out of the way, scored it, and then I turned it around, scored it at 1/2 inch again. And then for the middle one, it's right in the middle, so it's 2 inches. So you're going to score it on the 4 inch side. Okay, so then it'll look like that. Okay, so then for the cardstock, for the base, this is actually 11 inches by 4 1/4, and you can get 2 from one 8 1/2 by 11 sheet, which is great. So I did a bunch up, so just cut it at 4 1/4 by 11 and score it at 5 1/2. Okay, then I can get this out of the way, and I use my bone folder to get a nice crisp fold on these. So I fold it down and then the ends up. And then the easel, I fold it in half. This would be a good project to use for a calendar or even a picture. If you have a really nice picture of somebody that you want to display and keep it up, you can actually use it for that. Okay, so the next thing you're going to need is some tear and tape. So when we put this together, it's going to look like that, and then when you open it up, it will be a nice easel. So we need to put the tear and tape, or you can use glue on the outside, 2 little pieces. Okay, so I'm just going to bring in my tear and tape. And tear it at about the right distance. Okay, and then on the other side, I like tear and tape because it's really strong and you don't need to wait for it to dry because it's already dry. And I like to use a pokey tool just to press it down and then take off the paper. Okay, so this side is ready to go in. I just got to make sure I put it the right way, so I want to do it this way. So I'm just going to line that up. Hopefully I get it in the right spot. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then I'm going to take off the other paper from the other side and then close it up. Okay, so there's my easel. My easel's done already. That was quick and it looks really good. So now I just need to decorate it. So the designer series paper is cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And I use, for this one, this is designer series paper from earlier this year, from the first half of the year. And it was in the pack of the animal, oh, I can't remember what it was called, animal something, but it looks like cheetah spots, and my daughter really loves cheetahs, so I'm actually making this one for her. The other paper that I used is Expressions in Ink, so I had a bunch of this up from last year, and going to make a bunch of these today, so I cut up a bunch of paper to make some. All right, so let's glue that on. I always use my Tombow glue. Love this stuff. I have used other glue, but some of it is too watery and shows through your paper, but this one does not. It's really good. And the great thing about Tombow is that if you don't get it in exactly the right spot, you can move it around a little bit. So see how it moves because it's wet? If you do that with tear and tape, it'll wreck your paper. So Tombow is very forgiving. I really like that. Okay, so then this, I am going to use tear and tape as well, just to give that a really good stick on there. You can use glue if you want to. And I'm just going to put 3 strips of that on. And then that'll hold it down really well, because this calendar is going to be used for the entire year. So we want to make sure it is stuck together really well. And there we go. So three strips should do it. So what is everybody doing today? Oh, hi Sherry, thanks for joining. I am still a little bit sick with my cold. You can probably hear it in my voice. I am feeling a lot better though, so that's good. I've been getting better sleeps the past couple of nights finally, so I think that really helped. And I've been drinking tea with honey, and that has really helped as well. And at nighttime, I've have this, I can't remember what it's called, some kind of nighty-night sleepy time tea. And then I just put honey in that and it helps me go to sleep. So that was really good. Really helped. Thanks for asking. How are you today? Okay, thanks Mary. Yeah, I've tried to do lots of different colors for them. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is just kind of set up where I'm going to put my sprigs. These ones are a little bit tangled, so get them untangled. So I'm probably gonna just set them up like that. And then my sentiment's gonna go right over top of it like that. And I'm gonna pop it up using some dimensionals, which is another one of my favorite adhesives. These things work so good and they pop up your project really well. Okay, so let's glue these down and then we'll be able to put the calendar on. Oh. Okay, so I'll put that about here. And I think I'll put this one on top. And then I'll do the same thing on the other corner, on the diagonal. And that looks really good. And then I'll stagger that one on top. The other paper had silver, or this paper has silver in it, the other paper had gold in it, so I'm going to do some more sprigs probably in gold for the other ones, because these ones here have gold in them. So I thought that would look really pretty. Okay, so now that should go right there. I'm just going to put some dimensionals on the back. And then our project will be done. So it's pretty quick and easy, fun to do. This is a great gift that you can give somebody for Christmas. And if you know what colors they like, you can choose the colors to match their personality or what their decor is, where you think they're going to have it. And I will just put that right there, try to get it straight. And there we go, all done. So I've got 3 now made. So the first one I made took me longer because I did stamping and die cutting. And these 2 were a bit quicker because I used my punch. So yeah, the paper's so pretty. Like, just pick any paper that you like. It's beautiful. I love it. It's great. Okay, anyways, thank you so much for joining me, everyone. Have a great day. And I will be trying to be doing lives every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. We'll make a card. And for Fun Fold Friday, we will be doing that at 1 o'clock every Friday. Except for next Friday's Black Friday, so I won't be doing one next week because I'll probably be shopping. Will you guys be shopping as well? I don't know, I don't like the crowds, but I'll probably try to go in the morning. Okay, thanks for joining everybody. Bye, have a fabulous day.